Hey, everybody, welcome to Midday Impact. I am so glad that you are here with us on today. This is 30 minutes of inspiration from FAI Church. As you can see, Pastor Dunn is not here with us on today, but he has given us the go ahead to be here to give you some inspiration. So, as he would say, y'all come on in here. We look forward to just spending the next few minutes with you, just giving you some encouragement to get us through the rest of this week. We are coming off of Easter Sunday. I hope you all had a beautiful resurrection celebration and you were able to spend time with your families and just enjoy that so special holiday. But as Pastor Doe would say, come on in here. We're going to be here just a few minutes to give you again a dose of inspiration. And hopefully most of you are still on a high again from Resurrection Sunday. I tell you what, Pastor Dunn preached the house down. They danced, the kids performed. We had a rap. I mean, service was off the chain. So go back, watch FAI. Go to our website, go to our Facebook, check us out. You will be blessed even through the replay, y'all. It was so good. And I'm just glad again to be here with you all today. We do have a guest that's going to be joining us here in just a little bit, but we want to just follow up on what we had talked about on Sunday. Hey, Sister Jackie, you there? Can you hear me? Hey, Sister Jackie. Oh, we can't hear her. We can't hear you. She's there. We're gonna try to get our audio together, but y'all just keep coming in, come in, like, share this with somebody else out there. Let them know that we are here live right now for our midday impact. And I just want you to share with you all what Pastor Dunn talked about on Sunday. His message was get up, get out, come up and go. And what I really liked about that message on Sunday is so many times on resurrection we talk about oh he got up, but he really focused in on what he did after, what happened after the victory that we have after the resurrection, after what he did. And so I really began to think about, we're on this high and Jesus, he got the victory for us. But how do we walk that out every single day? How do we stay in this place of victory? Because I don't know about you, but it's many times I've gone to church and like, oh, I'm on a high. I've got victory. I've got victory. And then, you go to work on Monday and you're like, where is the victory? Where did it go? So, how is it that we can maintain and live our lives from a perspective of victory? One thing Pastor Dunn said on Sunday, he said, we are not coming back down. We are not coming down. Hey, Sister Angie, we are not coming down from this place of victory because we are in a position of victory. We have been placed in a position already. We've already won because of what Christ has done. So how do we stay and maintain that victory day after day after day after day? And so what we're going to do is really talk about really 5 keys to living this victorious life. And Sister Jackie, we had talked ahead of time, and we had a really good conversation about how to really live from this stance of victory. And one of the things that we talked about that was so important is understanding who we are, understanding our identity before activity, understanding that we're fighting from a place of where we have already won. We're not trying to obtain the victory. We're not trying to get the victory. The victory has already been won for us. And when we know that, then that can help us sort of relax. So many times we get into situations and we think we got to fight and we got to fight our way through. We got to make it work. We got to make it happen. We got to do all of these things. But we
We
don't have
don't
to
have
do that. We are fighting from a place of victory because Christ has already got the victory for us. You there, Sister Jackie? Can you hear me? Oh, I still don't think that she can hear me. But we are fighting from that place of victory. And that makes a difference. When you know you've already won something, when you know that you've already won, it gives you a confidence that, oh, I don't have to fight this. I don't have to, I don't have, I don't have to fight this. I don't have to try to do this in my own strength. And that's one of the things that is so important for us to know how we can operate in this place of continuous victory is that we can rest assured that the victory has already been won for us. It's not something we have to fight to obtain. When we know our identity is in Christ and He has already won it for us, then we can relax and say, you know what, God, you got this. And I trust you because my identity is in you and you've already won everything for me. I don't know about y'all, but I am so glad that He won the victory for me and I don't have to try to win it for myself. Another thing that I thought about as we were thinking about how to really live in this continuous victory is for us as we are going through different life situations for us to really stay rooted and grounded and not to be reactive. Like I said, things happen every day, all day, but we get to choose how we are going to respond. And when we know that we are coming from a place of victory, we don't have to react to everything that tries to throw itself up against us, that tries to come up against us. We can stay rooted in the truth of I'm coming from a place of victory. And so this little thing that's coming up, this little thing that's trying to get my attention, I don't even have to give it my attention. I don't have to allow it to distract me because I'm rooted in the truth that I am victorious because of the victory that He's given me. I choose to stay rooted in that truth instead of being tossed back and forth to and fro by whatever may come and whatever may go. Because the truth of the matter is, I have victory. Even if I don't see it in this very moment, there's an assurance in me. There's an assurance rooted in me that I have the victory. And I have to stay settled in that. One thing that I have learned on my journey is that when things come, to not immediately to respond, but take a moment to settle yourself. Settle yourself in the truth of what you know, of who you know you are and who you know you belong to. And when you do that, that takes the pressure off again. That allows you to say, you know what? This little thing that's going on right now, this isn't going to have any long term impact on me. So I don't even need to give it my time and my attention. I choose to stay rooted in the truth that I'm victorious time after time after time after time because of what Christ has done for me. And even if it doesn't look like I'm victorious in this moment, I know in the end that I win because what does the Bible say? All things, all things, all things, not some things, but all things work together for the good of them that love God and that are called according to His purpose. So if you're on here, just drop it in the chat that you're going to stay rooted and you are not going to be reactive. We're going to stay rooted. We're not going to be reactive because we know that all things work together for our good. And we know that we are operating from a place of victory. Hey, Sister Paige, that's right. We are operating from a place of victory. And something that I talked to, another point I want to mention that I talked to Sister Jackie about, and I thought this was so good. She said, when we are thinking about victory, that we have to really, in order to really fully walk in the victory that Christ has for us, is that we have to truly be our authentic selves. We got to be real with ourselves about where we are, about what's going on with us. We can't just try to look like we have victory, but we have to know within ourselves that we do truly have the victory. We got to be real with ourselves. That is first and foremost. Like we've got to be sincere. We've got to be real. We got to look at ourselves honestly and say, where am I? What's going on with me? What do I truly believe? And not just give lip service to the victory, but do the work within ourselves to say, God, you know what? There's something in me over here, right here in this heart that I need you to deal with so that I can truly operate in the victory that you have for me. When we are authentic with ourselves first, we have to be authentic with ourselves first before we can be authentic with other people. And sometimes that requires us to put a mirror up to ourselves and say, God, show me myself. Show me those areas where I've got a mask on. I've heard so many times when people walk into church, walk into other places, and they're smiling. But at the end of when they leave that spot, they've been hiding all of the fear, all of the hurt, all the anxiety. God doesn't want us to operate that way. If we when we have those things in our hearts, when we're dealing with fear, when we're dealing with anxiety, be real with yourself and say, God, help me to deal with this. Help me to deal with what's going on so that I can walk in the victory that you have for me. But help me to be true to myself and to say who I am authentically. And God will then give you the tools that you need and that I need for us to truly be able to stand in our authentic self and say, I have victory. We got to work on ourselves, y'all. Drop that in the chat. My God, I am I am working on me. I am working on me so I can truly believe, authentically believe that you have given me the victory. Let that settle on you. God has given you the victory in every area of your life. And all you have to do is grab hold of the victory that He's already secured for us. It seems almost too much to believe. It seems almost too good to be true that Jesus laid His life down for us so that we can have victory in every area of our lives. We want to have to fight. We think we have to fight. We think we have to do all of the things. We've got to do the A, B, C, D, E, F, G before we can earn the victory. But we can't even there. Even if we do A through Z, we can't earn it. There's nothing we can do to earn it. So we have to relax ourselves and say, you know what? I choose to believe that Christ has given me victory in every area of my life. And I'm going to lean into Him. I'm going to let Him shape me and mold me and help me to walk out every single step to get to every continuous victory that He has for me. That is where He wants to be. He said, beloved, above all, I want you to prosper and to be in good health as your soul prospers. He tells us above all. That's what He wants for us. And if that's what He wants for us, then all we have to do is say, be in agreement with Him and say, you know what? I choose to operate from a place of continuous victory. And I'm going to be my true, authentic self. I'm not perfect. Oh my goodness. How many of us have so far? I think we look at ourselves and we know how far from perfect we are. And then the enemy begins to say, now, how can you walk in victory? You know what you did, and you know what you said, and you know. And so then we start patty caking with the devil, saying, well, you know what? You might be right. That you know what? I maybe I don't, I shouldn't. Maybe I can't. No, the devil is a lie. That's all he does is lie. Christ said that He has a victory for us, and that's where we have to stand. We have to cast down those thoughts that come against us. They come against the knowledge of Christ. We know what Christ said about us, and He said He laid His life down so that we can have the victory. And all we have to do is to walk in it. Isn't that a good place to be? When the work has already been done and all we have to do is walk in it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it when I go home and lady came and cleaned up my house. It is beautiful in there and I didn't have to do anything. It's a beautiful thing. But what sense would it make if the woman comes and cleans up my house and then I go home and I spend the next 3 hours trying to clean it up again? What? Why? But we do that so many times. Christ has already done the work for us, and then we try to go back and redo the work. It's not necessary. We wear ourselves out. We need to operate in that place of victory. And another way that we can continue to operate in that continuous victory is by renewing our minds daily. Y'all, I don't know about you all, but I have to start my day off with affirmations. Anybody on here do daily affirmations? I have to say about myself what Christ says about me. I am above only. I am not beneath. I am the head. I am not the tail. I have to say what Christ has said about me every single day. Because when you walk out the door, you're going to hear all other types of things. You're going to hear everything about what you are, what you shouldn't be, this and that. But we've got to be grounded, and our minds have to be grounded in the renewal of the word every day so that we can walk in that victory. You there, Sister Jackie? Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you. We trying, y'all. You know, we be yard stream. We be trying to get it together. Oh, yes. Yeah, we'll get Sister Jackie back next week so she can be here. We can continue to talk more about being your authentic self. She has such a powerful testimony, such a powerful background. We want to make sure to get her on here with us and to get engaged and talk more about it. But renewing our mind daily and thinking about what we say and how we say it, moving from a place of I'm overwhelmed to I have grace for this moment. Just the little shifts in the words that we say when we're faced with a situation about in our minds, because our minds are powerful. What we think and then what we say shapes our world. It shapes our world. The things that we say. I heard this psychiatrist say when you say something out of your mouth, when you declare something, then that begins to change how your mind sees it and you begin to operate in what you said. So if you say, "Oh my God, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I can't do this," then your mind begins to operate in that tiredness and in that exhaustion. But when we begin to say, I'm strong and I'm not weak, your mind begins to build new patterns and new beliefs based on that. Our words are so powerful, and we have to renew our minds daily and be conscious of the things that we're saying because they're tying directly into if we're going to walk in continuous victory or if we're going to walk in defeat. I challenge you to do this for the next couple of days. Listen, when you wake up in the morning, listen to what your mind says first. What is your mind saying? What is the first things that pop into your mind in the morning? Are they positive or are they negative? Are you getting up and getting on your phone and looking at what's happening in the world? Where is your mind in the morning? And then if it's not where you want it to be very intentional the next day and say, no, when I wake up, I'm going to declare the word. Have it ready. Have it a word on your phone. Have an affirmation on your phone. Pick it up and say, you know what? Today I'm only going to be who God said I am. Today I'm fearfully and I'm wonderfully made. Today I'm the head and I'm not the tail. Today I'm going to be above only and not beneath. You wake up and you be intentional about your day, and you have no choice but to operate in that continuous victory. He's given it to us. And in so many instances, all we've got to do is agree with what he said is the truth about us. How Okay, I'm challenging y'all. Y'all put it in the chat. Who's going to take the challenge? Who is going to take the challenge to be intentional about your thoughts in the morning? I want to see it. I want to know who's going to do it. And then I want to hear back from you all what difference that has made in your life when you are intentional about your thought processes when you first wake up in the morning. I had this, I read this book several years ago. It was the 5 a.m. Club. And this was just a secular book. And in this book, it said, to get up every day at 5 a.m. I do this. Everybody don't get up at 5. Some people, they do it later, whatever. But I get up and I have a journal and I'm intentional. In that book, it says, write what you want this day to be. Write it. Write what you. All right, Latricia. Come on. Thank you for taking the challenge. That's right. Take that challenge to be intentional. When you get up in the morning, write what you want your day to be, what you want to accomplish in that day. Taking time first to say, God, I'm giving my day to you. I'm giving this day to you because you have already gone before me and you've made every crooked path straight. I'm giving this day to you and I'm going to write my intention. And y'all, when I do that, I'm telling you how much more productive my day is because what I've said, my mind then begins to work in conjunction with those words, and my path begins to go the way that I directed it. We get to choose our path, and we can go with the path that Christ has laid out for us, or we can go on our own hard path. Now, y'all, I done went on the hard path. I done went on that hard path, and let me tell you, it is unnecessary. It's a bunch of non-victory over there on that path. We don't want that. We do not want that. We want to stay on the path that Christ has for us and agree with the intention and agree with the victory that He has for us. I know that's right. I'm not playing either. We're not playing in this season. Like Pastor Dunn said on Sunday, this season is a time for us to continue to go up and up and up to new levels. I've had seasons in my life where I've gone up and then gone back and gone to the left and gone to the side. And I believe what Pastor Dunn said on Sunday is that this is a time for us to go to new levels that we will not come down from. New doors are being opened, new ways are being made. And catch it, being made, not that we have to make, that are being made for us to walk into. And what our job is to do, which it seems too easy, but our job is to lean into the victory that Christ already has accomplished for us and to be in tune with what He's telling us to do. One thing that is hard for me, and when it says, the light up my path, sometimes the light is just one step. And I'm like, hey, I need a spotlight. I want to see the whole four. I want to see everything. I don't want to see just that one step. But sometimes He only shows you that one step. And we gotta have the faith enough to know, even though I can only see this one step, I know He's gonna show me my next step. And I'm gonna stay right here, y'all. Woo! Anybody out there like me? Is it anybody like me that don't like to just take one step at a time? You want to know the whole path. Ooh, I know it's other people. I know it. But He dares us to trust Him enough to believe if I can only see this one step, that's the only step I'm going to take. Because when I know that my victory is in Him and He's already directed my path, I'm going to stay at this one step until He shows me the next. And I'm going to stay there until He shows me the next. And I'm going to stay there until He shows me the next. because this is how I get to my victory, is by relying completely on him and the path that he has laid out for me. Isn't it so reassuring to know that he has a path laid out for us, and we don't have to try to figure this all out by ourselves, but he has the path already figured out, and all we have to do is to rest in him and the plan that he has for us. I tell you what, I'm gonna go over these things. Oh, and let me not leave this one out. Pastor Dunn and I talked about this before last week, as we think about this continuous victory, operating in continuous victory, obedience over outcomes. Woo! Obeying. It's hard to stay right in that one place. When God says stand still, to be still and not try to work and work and work and work to make something happen. No, our victory is in obedience. It's in obedience, doing what he's called us to do, doing what his word has told us to do. Jesus has already secured the outcome. He has secured it. All we have to do is be obedient to his word and to his voice and follow it. It seems too simple to be true, but it is the whole truth. That's it. All we have to do is work to be in alignment with his word and what he's called us to do. But hey, I say this all, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Us as women sometimes, men too, we see something and we think, oh, we can handle that. Oh, no, I can do that. I can handle it. Let me just, but then as soon as we put our hands in it, what happens? There it goes. I don't know about y'all, but I've blown stuff up by putting my hand in it when I was told not to. And I'm like, oh, let me just add this. No, be obedient. Do what I've told you to do. Don't try to do all this extra. Obedience over outcomes. Because I can make some stuff happen, but is it the thing that needs to happen in that moment to get to my victory? If it's not operating in obedience, then it's not the right thing. And it's going to deter me. Now, I'm still going to get to my victory, but it's going to deter me. It's going to slow me down. It's going to cause some other things to happen that did not need to happen on my road to continuous victory. So it's better to be obedient. What does it say? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience over outcomes. So let me give you my 5 points back, and then we're going to jump out of here. So, in order for us to live this life of continuous victory, we got to have identity before activity, knowing who we are before we get busy trying to do a bunch of stuff, knowing who we are and being settled in that, staying rooted and not reactive. I don't care what comes, I don't care what goes. I'm staying rooted in the word and what I know God has called me to do. Renewing my mind daily, making sure I'm doing those affirmations. I want to hear back from those that took the challenge. Renewing my mind daily, understanding that what I say and what I write sets the intention for my day. Walking in my authentic self, knowing who I am and being real with God about those areas in my life that I know I need Him to work on so I can truly operate in that place of victory. And my last one is obedience over outcomes. We're going to obey, do what He told us to do. We're going to obey and do what He told us to do. The number one was identity before activity. They asked me to repeat it. Number two was stay rooted, not reactive. Number three, renewing your mind daily. Number four, walking in authenticity. And number five, obedience over outcomes. God has called us to have continuous victory in our lives. continuous, day after day after day after day. We're in a season where we're up and we are not going back down because He has done everything that we need to be victorious in this life. He's already done it, and all we have to do is walk in it. So thank you all so much for being with us on today. We will get Sister Jackie back with us next week. We want you to have a wonderful, wonderful, awesome rest of the week. Join us tonight for Bible study at 7 o'clock on the same platform. Guys, go on and you walk out your victory. Today is not too late, even for today. You decree what you want this day to be and watch God begin to work because you are operating from a place of continuous victory. See you all next time. Bye.